See, we got a bunch of water here. So, pumping out of the pond, and we got a beach. You are now watching the 2025 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. So today is the day. We got the vets coming. And we're gonna see exactly where the animals are at. So we purposely have not fed them any grain this morning so that we can get the headlocks locked in and good to go and get them. Norman, you're not getting preg checked today because, well, if you guys don't know, a male does not have offspring. But you, Petunia, and Loretta, and Reba. Yeah. Alrighty, so vet checks, made the connection. We had 3 to do. 2 were confirmed. We were told they were confirmed. And, well, both the minis are pregnant. Reba, on the other hand, should be coming into heat in the next 1 to 3 days. We haven't seen her show heat, which makes us... That's why we wanted to check her. We might end up breeding her. We'll probably end up breeding her just so that she's not open that long. But minis are definitely confirmed, which is really good because that's a big part of why we got them. But now we broke their trust. There's grain in the headlocks and they're like, nope, we want no part of it. But now we got options as far as getting supplies, because getting prescription drugs and stuff like that from them, you got to have a checkup with them so that they know you're real and things like that. So we're good there. What was the other thing? We can do blood tests and drop it off to them. So that might be something in the future once we get rolling with more animals here, because yes, we need more female animals to grow the herd, to keep pasture area down. Like, we're never going to plant corn there, we're never going to plant corn there. We got a bunch of land over the other side that just gets rotary mowed, and paying taxes on it and spending money to get there. So plus the animals are pretty awesome, but the market price right now, that's the concern. So we'll make it happen. Alrighty, what day did the minis come?
March 10th, and they were supposed to be 60 days at that point.
And the vet confirmed that they're pregnant, and that he figured 3 months to 3.5 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So that still puts us to... Does that put us to September? Some late September.
I think that's what I figured originally. I have it written down somewhere.
Okay. At least somebody's keeping track of all this and in charge of this operation here. Yeah, one of my least favorite activities, pressure washing manure trailer. Well, manure trailer and truck. So I got everything on the top all cleaned off. Just working on the sides. Gotta move the pressure washer a little bit to get everywhere. As you see, we had some manure on places. So I got this side still to do, the truck itself. In the back, I got a little bit. No, I got most of the back. Couldn't get to this corner, but as you see on the ground, a lot of friggin' manure. And then once we do that, we'll pop the hatches open. We're gonna go pump out of the pond, get this 100% cleaned out, so I got a good peace of mind. But I'll keep working on this. It's a gorgeous day, but this needs to get done. We might go truck manure tomorrow. I haven't really decided yet. Alrighty, so we have learned not to go into confined spaces, especially when they haven't been aerated. We got quite a bit of sand up in the front, so it all needs to be flushed out, but you can, it's a bad odor. So we're staying out of there. We'll get it pulled around back. We do have to move the Kenworth, and we are taking the Kenworth to go on a rescue mission. Well, dropping a tractor off, and we're going on a rescue mission. So that's got to come out front anyways. But let me get that started up, moved out of the way, because this goes out back. And then we lay the hose out, and we'll flush everything out of here. I have a feeling this is not going to be our last time doing it. What really got us was we went to a farm. The liquid got sucked off the top for a few days, and then the boat went in, and the boat did its job and made everything into a muck. And then my tank didn't get cleaned out all the way. So then I just continually battled sand inside of it. But yeah, these manholes are working great. I think they were $1,300 by the time I had both of them shipped. I'd like to do 2 more. One right here, and get rid of this one and put one right here, because then I could easily pop them all open, see inside, aerate it, and be in a really good spot. Right now, what we did actually for field spreading, so I got a 12-inch bullet inside of here, and I'll pull it out at some point. I'm not gonna pull it out right now because we're gonna keep field spreading, I believe. I shoved that down in there because when you stop quick, when it's completely loaded, it splashes out a little bit, even with the nozzle pointing down. But we got 2 Gatorade bottles holding that because we put the cap on instead of the return back into it. So did some learning with that, and we got a little bit more learning, but that did make a big difference. We just got to point one of the nozzles backwards to keep it all agitated, but from here up is pretty good actually. It's a gorgeous day. I do not know if it's going to stay this way. We're supposed to get bad weather is what they're saying. We got manure to move, but first thing, I need to get the rest of that sand. I want to be clean going into the next job. So we're gonna go pump some water through the tank. Yesterday washed the tank, and yeah, today, well, this morning, I am going to drop the pump in the pond. I have the tank out back here. Realistically, I'd love to be running both trucks, but I don't have a driver for that truck right now. We could be, but tank is parked there. So I'm gonna go, I'll probably just sneak it through the fence. It's probably easier than trying to go up and around and sit on top of the pond, but maybe not. So we will try to flush this out as best we can, service the truck quick, and then we'll get on the road. That's the plan. The truck just needs fluids checked over, belts adjusted, a little bit of grease, and we'll be good to go. So we did this last year and it worked absolutely awesome, and we did not have the hatches when we first did it, so I'm hoping those will make it even better, make it quick. But I did shut the fence off, so we're not going to get electrocuted today. At least I hope not. Maybe someday we'll make a permanent thing, but let me get the pump, the hose, the suction hose, or bucket to prime it. And hopefully this will be quick. Did we get there in time? Gotta get all the knots out of it. Got it. Somewhat. Okay, let me do this. These manholes made all the difference in the world. We need 2 more and it will be really good. But as you see, we got a little bit of sediment just built up on the bottom. But otherwise, we gotta get going because we got some spreading to do. See, we got a bunch of water here. So, pumping out of the pond, and we got a beach. We had a lot of sand in us. And this is like, yeah, as you see, it was all muck and everything else like that. so it just stays in there. Makes it even worse. So I'm gonna pull this over, get it sealed up, run through the truck, and then we're gonna go trucking for the day. But empty of sand, we should be a whole lot lighter. Well, we made it over here. So got the truck all serviced up. It's just after 9. We're out at Hightower Farms here in Broad Alban, home of Sunflower 50. So last fall we got the pit as emptied as we could. They actually dug all the sand out of it, and here we are again into it. So it's just myself today. See what we can make happen. 79:30, and we'll get pumping. So this right here is why we battle sand. So all the bedding, well, not all the bedding, good bedding for cows. I gotta figure out where I'm going out here. We're going that way? I don't really know. I don't think so. As everybody says, sand is the absolutely best thing for cows to lay on. It's just bad on everything else, but cow comfort makes milk. So, but this morning, honestly, for the hour, just over an hour I spent messing with the tank, getting it cleaned out, I feel very good. It's just having a source of water to pop the hatches open to get it flushed out. And I bet if I did it right after that job that we were battling at, it would be even quicker. So we're learning. Well, got myself stuck here. Rob's gonna give me a little tug out. Spreading some pasture, and you can't see where you already spread because this is all spread, but I thought I made it close enough, but I got up on the hill and that was it. So, well, we were going along pretty good, but we're gonna throw the flag in, throw our hat in. I'm tired of being pulled out, making a mess of, well, beating on the truck more. It looks doable, and then you get on it. In a tractor, yeah, this is where a tractor would shine. A distance is also the problem, but there's some spots where the loader just sits down into it. So we're gonna call it quits, just head home. Went out, we hauled out quite a few loads, and actually the ground conditions in the cornfields were sticky. So on the surface it looked good, and the second you spun you were down in a sticky mess. That's kind of how it's going to be, I think, this year in some places, depending on your soil type. In the Northeast, we got over half of an inch of rain. Was it that night? Yes, that night we got over half an inch of rain. And the night before that, or 2 nights before that, they got a 1/4 inch. So at that point, it was a little concerning. This weekend, starting Saturday to, I think, next Wednesday, we are supposed to get almost 3.5, 4 inches of rain. There's some days where we get an inch of rain. So that is very concerning on a lot of things. The Northeast is definitely behind compared to usual. There is some people with corn in the ground, on very good ground. Low-laying ground, not on the hills, and there's people with soybeans. Right around me, not really. Like, there's some people, but it's wet and cold. The ground's not warm yet, so, but figured we'd go give it a go for Rob. He said, yeah, come up, we'll see what we can do. And Mother Nature didn't play with us, so we'll just go back at a later date. But we'll get packed up and head on back to the farm, and you'll see the rest of it. Alrighty, so since the vet gave us the awareness that Reba might be coming into heat, we are here. She's got tone right now. She's locked in. She's alone. Yeah. Harley's gonna give it a go.
So we just got done breeding Reba. She was checked open the other day and started showing signs of heat this morning. So she was given a shot of GnRH and bred tonight.
What's GnRH for the people?
GnRH is a shot given that stimulates the release of luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. So basically kind of gives them a little push in the right direction on making everything work in their reproductive system to have or conceive and have a baby.
That's what I would have said too. Proper terminology.
But yeah, we will see. Hopefully she's pregnant this time.
Hopefully. So she might not show heat. That's what our issue is.
Yes.
So the vet gave us some pointers with her, but as she pointed out, they're not always right. But we are dealing with Mother Nature and the birds and the bees.
Yep. So we will.
So in 30 days, just about 30. Well, in 21 days from now, because cows are the same as humans on cycling. Hopefully we don't.
Length.
And, yep. Hopefully we don't see her doing anything, but in 30 days we can send a blood sample in.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep you guys posted on that.
Yep. And Chris made me a wonderful little office here.
Little DIY project on Tuesday night.
Yeah. What do we have here?
We were gonna use corn seed bags, but figured they get expensive that way. So here you go. Congratulations.
Thanks.
We're using the milk house. We're gonna go milk cows. Yep, we got a semen tank.
Yeah, we are.
Appreciate you guys watching along. A little bit of manure hauling. Tank is empty of sand, which is really, really nice. And hopefully we got Reba pregnant, and then we'll be adding to the herd some more. So that's kind of the nature of it. But appreciate Harley helping me out and keeping the place looking good, growing the herd, and we'll keep building the empire. So see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.